I'm back looking at all these articles, these thought leadership articles that we did, and there was one that's really, really stood out to me. And so it was one that was written back in March of 2023. And so it was done by really close friends of mine and long-term clients, Paul and Amy Alley from Pest Master Services from Northern New York. And the thing that was really interesting about this article is Amy calls out something that I thought was it was pretty powerful. And so what she called out was the idea of never sell a customer something that they don't need. And the interesting thing is obviously we build sales processes for a living and we want to increase our sales value all the time. But here was the interesting thing is that I had a chance on quite a few occasions to actually go up to New York and spend a lot of time with the Alleys. But one of the days I had a chance to get in the truck with Paul, who's the CEO, and travel around and go on sales calls with him. And I'll tell you this, Paul sells probably the most valuable initial services you guys have ever seen. And I literally got to walk with Paul over a ton of inspections, a ton of estimates, and I heard him say over and over to customers, Mr. Customer, you actually don't need this. You don't need this. I would recommend buying this program. And almost every single customer bought. The reason this makes a huge difference is that it builds incredible trust, okay? It builds incredible trust. And so if you think about it, we have sales reps, we have quotas, but think about ways that you might be able to incentivize your sales reps to sell the right service versus any service. I'll give you a personal example. Last week, we're getting landscape quotes for my house. And when I got the quote, it had 17 different things for me to choose, right? 17 different things for me to choose. Now, as part of that quote, it dealt in L&O, it dealt in irrigation, it dealt in all these different things. And however, what the quote really said to me is that the guy didn't really go through the proper inspection of my property because almost everything that they had diagnosed was incorrect, but they were willing to sell me 4 extra services that I didn't need just to make a sale. Well, what did it do to me? It actually made me not trust that company. And what it said, he didn't listen to a word that we had, didn't understand that we're experts in this industry. And he just went ahead and just proposed whatever he did. I immediately discounted it. I went to my wife and my wife literally says, this guy's not trustworthy. I bet if I went up to New York, which I've been up there, and I spoke to any customer that spoke to Paul directly, I bet they say he's the most trustworthy guy they've ever spoke to, and that's why we do business. So what I would tell you guys is that when you're out there training your sales teams, is let's sell them a right program or things that we really believe is the right fit for them, not just anything. So I hope you guys go back and read this article. It's killer. Paul and Amy did a great job, and I feel very, very fortunate to call them friends.